Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Brad Thomas, the head football coach at Haslett. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on, Casey. Appreciate it.
No problem. So, how has this week of practice been, and just overall, how has the summer been for you guys?
It's been busy this week. You go 2 days and everything, and you're out there, and it was definitely warm Monday, Tuesday. I mean, it's been warm every day, but Monday, Tuesday were significantly warmer. But it's been good. I got a hardworking group of guys. We've got a big freshman class this year, which is nice for numbers wise, and they've come in and worked hard. So overall in the program right now, we feel very good about where we're at. We've still got a long ways to go in certain areas, but definitely a lot of improvement between Monday through this morning.
Yeah. So what's the outlook for Haslett going into 2025?
I think the big thing is that, trying to replace our offensive line. We replaced all five starters up front there on the offensive line. We have guys who had experience last year in different roles and different things, but ultimately, didn't start the season as the starter or, played, in different roles. But we're getting that group going up front there. I think we've got some good pieces, and they've made a ton of improvement throughout the summer. They've worked extremely hard. They're a very tight knit group. They communicate very well, and so we've seen big strides from that group as they continue to go. But just like any team, you're only going to go as good as you are up front. So definitely that offensive line is something that we are focusing on, and they're making big improvements.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about some of the other players that will be returning and some of the names to watch out for Haslett this year.
Okay. So I think the big one everyone's aware of is Corey Mockery. Obviously he's an extremely good all-state running back last year for us. Had a season cut short a little bit due to an injury, but he's rehabbed real hard, and he's in a very good place here coming into this season. So we're excited to obviously have him back. He's a high-impact player, committed to Kansas and everything. And just, he's had a really good summer and coming back from all that. We got some other guys too. Cornelius Malone is someone who carried the ball for us last year once Corey went down and kind of took over, and he's had a really good summer and a great leader for us as well. So we're excited about him. We've got a lot of other playmakers as well. John Quavion Thomas, Darius Dennis, Charlie Dutcher at quarterback, and we're bringing along some other pieces as well. So offensively, we feel very good about those guys with the ball in their hands and making good decisions and taking care of it. So we're excited offensively. I think defensively, we return a handful of guys as well. We've got Zach Curtis at defensive end, who's been an all-league player the last 2 seasons. He's getting a lot of looks for long snapping is his big thing, but he's a very good defensive end for us. His older brother is a long snapper at New Mexico right now, so he's doing very, very well. Asher Newman's a returning all-league defensive end, and it's gotten quite a bit of NCAA interest. He'll only be a junior. Linebackers, we returned both of them with Dawson Dabler and Hayden Durling. Dawson will be a senior and two-time all-league player, and Hayden came up mid-season from the JV last year and really added a spark to our program. He's a very good player. And on the back end, Robert Smith, who was all league at safety, Andrew Maloney, who was all league at safety, and then John Quavion Thomas, who I mentioned on offense, but is also a returning corner and a guy who's really ascending for us. So those are the big time returners that we have as far as with starters from last season.
Absolutely. All right. Now we've talked about all the kids. Now let's talk about the upcoming schedule for you guys. And of course, you guys are going to be logging some miles at the beginning of the season as a whole bunch of road games coming up to start the year. Of course, starts on August 28th at DeWitt, September 5th at Fenton, September 12th home against Lansing Eastern, September 19th at Mason, September 26th at Fowlerville, October 3rd home against Williamston, October 10th at St. John's, October 17th home against Parma Western, and finishing out the regular season October 24th home against Jackson. So pretty good schedule. You know how tough your division is, but pretty tough opponents to start off the year. And as I said earlier, traveling a lot in the
Yeah.
first part of the season.
Yeah, for the first five on the road, we'll definitely be some road warriors. We'll be good and tested as we go. Obviously, we know DeWitt, super strong program. They do a great job over there. We had a shootout with them last year. I think both sides are probably hoping that number's a little bit lower on the defensive side, being able to get some stops and things. And then Fenton, a team that returns quite a few players from last year. They're very strong, well-coached program. They play good football, and I think they went, I believe, 8-1 last year, if that's correct, in the regular season.
Yeah,
So you look at 7 of our 9 opponents overall, and they were in the playoffs last year. So it's not there's no cheapies on that schedule. You look ahead a little bit, and you get into Mason, who's the 3-time defending CAAC Red champs, and they do a great job over there with that staff, and the players are always tough and well coached. Fowlerville, it's their homecoming, so that'll be a rowdy atmosphere over there in Fowlerville. And then we come back home in Williamston for the rivalry game. And then St. John's, who returns quite a few guys. We know they're tough up front. Parma, who's a very tough team and well coached over there. And then Jackson, who always has quite a few good athletes, and they're well coached and tough as well. So we don't really look at our schedule and see that we have like any easy games on it at all. And we take every opponent seriously, but we know that that prepares us, hopefully, that we're able to make the playoffs, and it preps us well for that as it has the last couple of years.
absolutely. So, really the next couple weeks are, with this week kind of being over, first day in full pads. There's some. I know we're recording this on a Friday, the first Friday of full pads, I should say, depending on when you're watching this. But some pretty exciting stuff is going on tonight at Haslett, of course, to kick off full pads, and then of course next week we got the scrimmage.
Yeah, we got 4-way scrimmage next week's exciting, but tonight we had our morning practice today. We did some live tackling in the full pads this morning. We have pictures this afternoon, so that's always fun. And we'll get a little bit more tackling tonight, and we have some more live stuff tomorrow morning as well. And then tonight we've got movie night that the parents are organizing, and have the guys come in after practice tonight and after they shower and come back and just relax and kind of bond as a group. And it's real fun for our parents to all the things that they do and bringing things in for them, have food and drinks after all the practices. But the Friday one, get a movie, the air conditioning's on in the building, it's nice and cool, and the guys just get to relax and kind of bond a little bit and watch a movie. So it's kind of fun.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Brad, thanks so much for spending some time with us, and best of luck to you guys this season.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Casey. You have a great one.